The National Basketball Association, or NBA, is one that has a very strong social media presence that stretches across the globe thanks to its international fan base. This popularity and familiarity with the league have made it must-see TV over the last few decades. Now, over the past few weeks, the NBA has been inactive and will stay that way indefinitely while COVID-19 continues to play a prominent role in affecting society. On March 12, 2020, the NBA Commissioner, Adam Silver, stated that the league will go on an indefinite hiatus, making it the first nationally recognized league to shut down operations. The NBA league decision coming after it was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski that Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz had tested positive for the coronavirus. It is peculiar that most of this seismic news was announced on Twitter first, rather than a traditional news outlet such as CNN or the New York Times. The NBA has continued its constant news regarding the health of the league's teams and staffs by testing as many people as possible, especially after what happened with Rudy Gobert. The league, per Shams, was also able to discover just 1 week later on March 17th that Kevin Durant, along with 3 other of his teammates on the Brooklyn Nets, tested positive for the coronavirus. Durant says, and I quote, "Everyone be careful. Take care of yourself in quarantine. We're going to get through this." After this bombshell, the NBA made an effort to speed up testing throughout the NBA as it was reported that the Nets and Jazz players had played multiple road games leading up to the suspension of the 2019-2020 season. The NBA's treatment of this pandemic was accepted openly as the league seemed to show a genuine concern in the overall health and well-being of its players. One of the biggest takeaways from the COVID-19 outbreak and how the NBA has responded was the NBA's decision to stop playing games, and not just without fans, was basically the tipping point for all the other leagues to follow. Other leagues such as the English Premier League and Ligue 1 in France continue to play games even after the news of the outbreak, but with no fans in attendance, which was just then given up and indefinitely canceled. The league has also attempted to quell some of the fans by implementing an NBA online horse competition between male and female basketball players. Stars such as Zach LaVine, Trae Young, etc. played in the comfort of their homes while FaceTiming other competitors, which turned out to be a rough viewing seeing as the quality was not anywhere close to the high definition, but who's complaining? The NBA has also incorporated a 2K basketball tournament where NBA players go head-to-head finding out who is better at the video game. The online response to these relief tournaments was positive as fans are just desperate for NBA content. And as for the players, they are just ready for the NBA season to resume. However, according to Brian Windhorst via Twitter, they're not having talks to restart the league, and I quote, "They're having financial talks about what would happen if the season shut down, and I think there's a significant amount of pessimism right now," end quote. The NBA is in uncharted waters with this pandemic, as aside from NBA lockout seasons, the NBA has never experienced anything like this before. The NBA is clearly showing it is not taking the health risks with its players or fans, as the Utah Jazz guard, Donovan Mitchell, states, "I think that's the scariest part about this virus, is that you may seem fine," as he explains that he is asymptomatic, which can mean other people who have not been tested may be too. The NBA's decision to shut down acted as a domino in this case, as many believe that is why it made the whole situation and panic real life to a lot of people and opened their eyes to the severity of it, which could have saved a ton of lives.